What's up, fam? My name is Alexander Orozco, como no conozco, also known on social media as the Hood Foodie. A little, background about myself. I lost my parents at a young age, coming out of high school. And the way that I would cope with it was with alcohol, because it played a huge role in my household. It took my dad out. I got tired and it was time for change. And I trained my mind, and I was able to, stop drinking from one day to the next. And I'm happy to say that I'm about 7 years sober. Went to a psychiatrist. They diagnosed me with bipolar depression. Took meds for the first time, and a week later, depression. I was suicidal. I found myself at work during lunchtime contemplating suicide on my Ford Raptor. The only reason why I didn't drive off was because somebody was parked in front of me. It took me time to build up and tell my wife that, how do you explain to your wife, like, hey, I'm here trying to take myself out? So I ended up in a 5150 hold at Mission Community Hospital in the hood of Panorama City. So as soon as I got out of there, I stopped meds, and, social media was hitting hard. Not a lot of small businesses were being exposed, because, you had to pay some feria to be put out. And I feel like I was just trying to get away from what I had just experienced. I started taking pictures of the places I went to go eat. It just so happens that it was, Lenchitas in Pacoima, Carrillos in San Fernando. And then I get kicked out to LA, the mecca of the foodie world. And the first restaurant we stop at, we blow it up. We start certifying restaurants, creating dishes with the people I was helping support. McDonald's, the biggest food brand in the world, reached out to us, believing in us. Till this day, they're our biggest sponsor. But we got over 30 sponsorships, collaborations with some of the biggest brands, radio interviews, podcasts from KCRW to Valley Views. I've been in a Gordon Ramsay show. I've hung out with Ron Sanchez. Andrew Zimmer knew who I was when I ran into him at Netflix. It's been definitely a blessing, and the platform started with food, but it's way bigger than me at this point, because when somebody gave me a voice, I spoke about my mental health. I spoke about my son with autism. I spoke about topics that were not being, talked about, not knowing how it was affecting the Latinx community. And trip out on this, 7 years ago, I didn't believe in myself. Once I started posting pictures on Instagram, we started building a familia that was supporting me. And with that, 7 years later, we just launched our Hood Foodie World Tour, showing love to the world, working with the biggest brands in the world. We're putting together a food TV show for you guys. So I hope you guys are ready. This is all Diosito's plan, because I ain't gonna lie, man, I don't even know how I got into this, because growing up, I was such a picky eater and I don't know how to cook. But building these relationships, building this network of nothing of love and support, I'm gonna be real with you. I barely graduated high school. I feel like I have dyslexia. I've never been able to read a book, only when I was on medication. I have so many challenges and obstacles, but what drives me, it's the belief. All you gotta do is believe. So you guys know what's up.